Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with an update of our ETF portfolio. It's the 30th update and as you can see in the past month we are up 3.81% and we are 12,500 Swiss francs away to reach 100,000 in our ETF portfolio, because now we have 87,572.31 Swiss francs, which is just amazing. So my wife and I, we are really happy. The only thing that I need to say about the last update was that VHYL, the dividend that we received, it was on the 1st of April. The number that you see here, 38.42, it was 10 cents lower than I used in the video of the 29th update of our ETF portfolio. So now our value that I gave is completely correct. The previous time it was 10 cents off, but yeah, I hope that you can live with that. I can live with that for sure. And the other dividends that we received was the last dividend of XYLF, our covered call ETF, our income ETF, with 236 pieces and 0.14 and a bit US dollar per share. We received 34.92 US dollar. Recalculated into Swiss francs, it's 27.21. And a bit before that, so on the 15th of April, we received a dividend for SGPX, the first ETF that we had in our portfolio. And there we received a little bit less than 19 euro cents, and this came down to 262.98 euros. Recalculated into Swiss francs, it's 242.09. But we always reinvest our euros and US dollars that we receive, so we don't exchange them into Swiss francs. And this time we used the dividends from SGPX and the euros that we had left on our account, on our Swiss quote account, to buy FLXT. So we bought 8 pieces at a price of 37.16 euros, and this came down to 303.75 euros. I know that here, with the costs included, we are close to, we are actually really close to 2% of costs compared to our investment amount, and normally I want to be around 1% or a little bit above. So it's not that great that we have now a cost of 2%, but yeah, in the long run it actually isn't going to matter that much, and I didn't want to wait until month 6 or June to receive the dividend from FLXD and LDEG to buy around 500 euros of FLXD, because in June we are going to receive a dividend of FLXD. So I wanted to own it already before, and also the price was reasonable, 37.16, although it's now standing a little bit lower, but you will see that in a few minutes. And then today, as our wage got paid and I transferred 900 Swiss francs to our Swiss quote account, I invested 29 or 900 Swiss francs. So by buying 29 pieces of GLDV at a price of 30.57 Swiss francs, with a cost totaling 895.73 Swiss francs. So here is our ETF portfolio now. So SGPX still 1406 shares, GLDV now 420, the same amount as LDEG. There we also have 420 shares. Then we have 113 shares of VHYL. And with the 8 extra shares for FLXD, there we now have 252. The XYLF is 236 still, and EMHD is still 54 pieces. So you see a lot of green, SGPX plus 1.13 euros, GLDV plus 0.82 Swiss francs, VHYL plus 2.15 Swiss francs, LDG plus 1.128 Swiss francs, FLXD almost 1 euro extra. So still, I bought it at 37.16, so maybe I should have waited, but yeah, in my opinion, it's always a rounding error when you look at the long term. So I rather own the 8 pieces when I buy them and then keep them for the long run instead of waiting and waiting and waiting till you think it's the good time, and then maybe it's already 37.50 euros, and then you think, damn, why haven't I bought it sooner? And then you have XYLF 12.192, so this one is up 0.434. Finally a plus month for our covered call ETF, so I'm really happy to see that. And we also had a bigger dividend payment this month. Okay, it was lower than the previous month, than the previous year. So once again, you will see when I talk about the future dividend that the amount for the trailing 12 months for XYLF, it's again depicted in red because of the dividend that we received was again a little bit lower than last year in the same month. And then EMHD up $1.415. So yeah, it's performing enormously good. So I'm a bit unhappy that it's performing so well, because the next time when we have $500 to invest, I will only be able to buy about how many pieces? 16 pieces. So the first time that we bought it, we could buy a lot more. So that's really great that EMHD is performing exceptionally well. But on the other hand, we can buy less and less number of shares every time when we buy, and then our total amount of dividends is going up less quickly. But you see, the total, all the numbers are in green. With FLXD and GLDV, they are in dark green because we bought 29 pieces and 8 pieces more. So overall, when we look at the value of our ETF portfolio, it was last month 83,503.31 Swiss francs. And now we bought 8 pieces of FLXD and 29 of GLDV. And now we have a worth of 87,572.31 Swiss francs. So that's a plus of 4,069 euros. Okay, we invested with cost 1,160.19. I know it's without cost, so 1,160.19 Swiss francs without the cost. So in fact, our portfolio is up 2,908.81 Swiss francs net. And that's a plus of 3.48%. And you say, hey, you said it's a plus 3.81% in the beginning of the video. Well, that's because we received 2 dividends this month as well. I already gave them in the beginning of the video. So we received 27.21 Swiss francs from XYLF and 242.09 Swiss francs from SGPX. And when you calculate those with the previous amount that I mentioned, you come to a plus of 3,178.12 Swiss francs, which is just enormous, and that is a plus of 3.81%, just as I said in the beginning of the video. To be honest, it's 80.5, so 3.805, but I rounded it up to 3.81 because I like 3.81 more than 3.80. So the total dollar amount on our Swiss quote account is now $125.94, and our euro amount on our Swiss quote account is now yeah, really low because we invested it towards buying FLXD. So we still have 6.88 euros left. And then we can go to the predicted future dividends of our ETF portfolio. And as you can see, a lot of numbers in the green, but also some in the red, and mainly due to the fact that the conversion rate of the US dollar is again a little bit lower compared to the Swiss francs. So the US dollar became a little bit weaker. That's a bit of an annoying thing, but on the other hand, the euro went up with 0.001 cent. So, or yeah, I should say 0.001 euro. So there it goes from 0.919 to 0.920. So there, SGPX, with the fact that we got paid a little bit more in April this year compared to last year, and the fact that the conversion rate went up, we are here in the green and major in the green. Also GLDV, because we bought more pieces, is also in the green, and FLXD as well. So overall, we are in the green compared to last month. So we are now yearly anticipating to receive 3,432.36 Swiss francs, monthly 286.03 Swiss francs, and in 2025 we received 3,141.02 Swiss francs. So you can already see that we are closing in on increasing our yearly dividend with more or less 300 Swiss francs. And this year we have already received 824.63 Swiss francs. And then the dividends for May, I can be really short. When you look at XYLF, nothing announced yet. Last year we received in May $0.1422 per share. So what it's going to be so next month in May, hopefully it's going to be a little bit more, so that for once the trailing 12 months amount can go into the green, because yeah, when you look at it here, it's red because we got paid less this month compared to last year as well. And then GLDV, also not announced yet, and last year we received per share $0.3663. So hoping that it's going to be a little bit higher. When I look at the ETF of our kids, CHDVD, there all the payments so far were way higher than previous year. So they are really happy when I explain them that their payments actually increased, even though we even when we wouldn't have added the 300 Swiss francs per month to their ETF. They say that is just great. So I think that they are starting to understand the 800 of the world, and hopefully they are smart enough when they receive the ETFs themselves, when they become 18 or maybe 20. Let's see how it goes. But normally, when they become 18, they will receive their ETFs, and then I hope that they don't sell them and that they just keep them and let them grow. And hopefully, they continue with adding 100 Swiss francs per month, and then by the time they turn 60, 65, they will have a really nice portfolio which gives them a lot of dividend income. So here is then the update overview. So we invested 1,175.35 Swiss francs with cost this time. So now I said it immediately correct. And that's 895.71 Swiss francs new money and 303.75 reinvested dividends. We also deposited 200 Swiss francs into my U portfolio, so you know that every month 250 Swiss francs goes to my wife. She can do what she wants with it. And I also received 250 Swiss francs, and I can do whatever I want with that. And 200 of those 250 Swiss francs goes towards my U account. And yeah, I invested it this day as well. But normally I will post that video on Sunday morning. And the future yearly dividends are now 3,432.36 Swiss francs per year. So that's a plus of 40.71 Swiss francs compared to last month. And the next goal is still 300 Swiss francs per month, but we are still 14 Swiss francs per month away from that. Or are we? Because when you look at our our Swiss quote portfolio of ETFs in Getquin, you can see that we are still a little bit up, because you know that even though the market closed around here, so then it's more or less the number that I'm giving in my presentation. Yeah, it's moving up further because it takes into account the ask and bid prices of the ETFs. And yeah, we are now at 87,633 Swiss francs, which is nice. And if you look at the dividends here, we are here for 2026, we are at 3,618.42 Swiss francs. So that's actually above 3,600 Swiss francs per year. And this means that for Getquin, we already reached the average of 300 Swiss francs per month. So I'm really happy to see that. I still go off on my calculations. Here for 2027, they already have us close to 3,800 Swiss francs. But you know that they calculate the average growth of our ETFs. So with the average CAGR of our ETFs, and the average CAGR of our ETFs is dividend CAGR of our ETFs is plus minus 4.46%. So you see that here, and yeah, it's really nice to see that we are getting closer and closer for 2027 to 3,800 as well. So according to Getquin. But yeah, when you look at this, the ETFs, the dividends that we need to receive from our ETFs in May. So here they say that it's already announced, but I went to the website and it's not announced yet. So yeah, I don't know why they say that it's announced. And then you have the GLDV ETF, or the ZPRG, how it is called here, is going to deliver us with another dividend in May, and that's going to be around 135.81 Swiss francs. So that's also really nice. And you see that we bought a lot of extra GLDV the past year, because our dividend is up more than double compared to last year. And the past month we had a result of plus 3,178.12 Swiss francs, so plus 3.81%. And if we look at our total portfolio worth with 87,572.31 Swiss francs, this means that our dividend yield is now down to 3.92%. So it's less than 4%, but that's just because our portfolio worth shot up like crazy this month with a plus of 3.81%. So it's normal that our dividend yield goes down. Not, our yield on cost is more or less the same, and also our, yeah, when the yield on our own invested money, there it's 5.51%, so that also hardly moved. So you see that these two numbers, they are more stable, and this one fluctuates with the total value of our portfolio right now. So 3.92%, that's not too bad. And I want the yield on cost to be more than 4%, and there we are still at 4.59%. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of content. Hit that like button as well. That helps out my channel enormously. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.